set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system. Had to breach it. That's mission impossible. Mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me. I want you to know.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Proctor. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down with extreme confidence.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Proctor. Forced out to his left. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Following the fumble recovery, Proctor. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 yard at the 18.
And just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only 1 yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Hayes. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Proctor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It fights him off. Flushed out right. It got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the move to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's into the clear. The 40. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
8-6 the score after 1. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Proctor. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Proctor going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. his own end zone now, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. He finds his target, Allen. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shreds the tackle, and he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Proctor got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Proctor. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Proctor. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Proctor. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He certainly
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd and 10, Murray looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now they're...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 27, Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
And they run the option on second down.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 33. 49 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Space to run past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going deep here for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Proctor to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Off-play action. Proctor. Escaping the pressure right. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Off the play fake. Proctor. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,